What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Russell Cage Experience right here on YouTube or MySpace or Facebook, depending on where you're watching it at. Um, this is my SummerSlam review. I did end up going to watch it, so I didn't have my camera or laptop or anything like that with me, my notebook, so I want to be reading the results. As far as matches go, like Jeff Hardy versus MVP, just the name of the match or whatever, off the No DQ website, and just kind of give you my thoughts on it, this, that, and the other. So, opening match is Jeff Hardy versus MVP. Is a pretty good match. Sean Benjamin coming in and interfering during the match, and kind of costing, I guess you want to say, costing Jeff Hardy the match. MVP picks up the victory here over Jeff Hardy. Alright match. We could be seeing possibly a Jeff Hardy versus MVP versus Shelton Benjamin feud, possibly for the U.S. title, maybe. Just a prediction, a little guess there. And actually, on a side note, I had no audio for the entire pay-per-view, actually until about maybe the last 5-10 minutes of the Undertaker Edge match, because they were having the audio for the preseason game of the Bengals and Detroit Lions game, so we didn't have any audio. Thanks, B-Dubs. Way to go. So that kind of put a damper on the entire Shawn Michaels announcement thing, and they couldn't turn on the closed captions because it wouldn't work for that screen, and we seen them on another screen. But anyway, sorry for that sidetrack rant. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Next up is the women's title and Intercontinental title match, and as I assumed, Beth Phoenix and Santino Marella picked up the victory here. But the way I understood it, and a lot of fans probably understood it, was that whoever wins gets both the titles. That team, like Beth Phoenix wins, she got both the Intercontinental and the women's title. So, but Beth Phoenix and Santino won. So Beth got the women's title, Santino got the Intercontinental title, and yeah, so we'll probably see a Santino-Kofi Kingston feud continue here, probably. Maybe even a Mickie James-Beth Phoenix feud again, possibly, I don't know. But, yeah, so. And actually, that match was more entertaining than I expected it to be, so kudos to them on that one. Next, Shawn Michaels basically comes out, and he says that he's hanging up his boots, but after what happened, his wife getting socked in the face by Jericho, doubt that's going to happen. Highly doubt that's going to happen. So, but I'm not sure when he will be back, returning to the ring. It could be as soon as the next pay-per-view. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I can't really say much on the segment because we didn't have any audio. So, I mean, yeah. ECW Championship match, and I thought this was a slap in the face, not only to Matt Hardy and Mark Henry, but to us, the fans, honestly, because how many people out there were pumped to see Matt Hardy finally get some sort of world title match, even if it wasn't for, the titles on SmackDown or Raw. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and it ends in a disqualification. How crappy is that? I mean, if I was Matt Hardy and Mark Henry, I'd be really ticked off about that. So I mean, I'm disappointed in that right there alone. So I mean, that's all I have to say about that. CM Punk versus JBL. Okay match. CM Punk picks up the victory, which I was kind of expecting. I didn't really think they would put it on JBL. So CM Punk wins. decent match, like I said. So we might even. I kind of want to see a CM Punk versus Y2J feud because that has potential to be really, really good. So hopefully Jericho gets the next title match. If he doesn't get put back in the feud or continue the feud or whatever you want to say with Shawn Michaels, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Next up, Triple H versus Great Khali. And even with Triple H in this match, it was horrible. I would glance up every now and then, and it seemed like pretty much the same thing was happening. Not entertaining whatsoever. Sorry, Triple H, you rock, but the match was just horrible. John Cena versus Batista, decent match. It had a lot of nice spots in it on Batista and John Cena's part. Good match, but the match of the night has to be for me Edge versus Undertaker. Sorry, apologize for the yawning. Edge versus Undertaker, and especially the ending to that match, choke slamming. Well, not ending the match, but ending to the show. Undertaker choke slamming Edge off the top of the ladder through the ring, and flames coming up from the ring. That was a pretty cool spot. But I mean, this match was pretty good. Doesn't really rank up there as much to the initial, Mick Foley Undertaker match, but it's still ranked up there kind of high. So kudos to Edge and Undertaker in that match. So the main matches that I liked in this pay-per-view was, of course, like I said, Edge versus Undertaker. John Cena versus Batista was pretty good, given the fact that it didn't have a lot of build-up to it. They still went up there and gave the fans their all. And Intercontinental Women's title match, Kofi Kingston, Mickie James versus Beth Phoenix and Santino. So, I mean, overall, SummerSlam was very disappointing for me. If it hadn't have been for the Edge Undertaker match, this pay-per-view, honestly, even Batista John Cena, this pay-per-view probably would completely and utterly been horrible. So, we'll see what happens here on Raw in a little while. And hopefully, if not tonight, then tomorrow when I wake up in the morning, and I'll try not to yawn in that video, I'll do a review of Raw, and I'll let you all know what I thought of it following post-SummerSlam. So, you guys take it easy. Have a great remainder of the night, and I will see you, well, I won't see you, but you'll see me either tomorrow or tonight or tomorrow. So, take it easy, guys, and thank you for watching the Russell Cage Experience right here on YouTube. Bye.